What if the reason we don't see aliens isn't because they don't exist, but because they're hiding from us? What if the silence of the universe isn't proof of emptiness, but proof of fear? Imagine billions of civilizations scattered across the stars, all alive, all aware, but all whispering to themselves in the dark. This is the unsettling idea behind the dark forest theory, one of the most chilling answers to the Fermi paradox. The paradox asks why, in a universe filled with hundreds of billions of galaxies, we haven't found evidence of life. Statistically, there should be others, millions, maybe billions of intelligent species. Yet we hear nothing but static. The dark forest suggests that the silence is not an accident. It's a strategy. Picture yourself walking at night through a dense forest. The air is cold. The trees block your view. You know there are others out there, maybe hunters, maybe wanderers like you, but you can't see them. You can't know their intentions. In such a forest, every sound matters. Every spark of light risks betrayal. In this setting, the safest option is silence. Consider the timeline of civilizations. Some might be thousands or even millions of years ahead of us. A difference of just a few centuries could mean the power to travel across stars, to manipulate energy on scales we can barely imagine. And if such a civilization saw us, primitive by their standards, what incentive would they have to take chances? The safest move might be to eliminate a potential rival before it becomes one. Now extend that metaphor to the universe. Every civilization is like a hidden traveler in the cosmic forest. Each one is armed with technology, uncertain of the others, and motivated above all by survival. To announce yourself is to take an enormous risk, because you don't know who's listening, or what they might decide to do. The logic is cold, but it's hard to ignore. History on Earth offers unsettling parallels. When explorers from advanced nations met indigenous peoples, the result was rarely equality. Often it was conquest. Sometimes it was destruction. The weaker side usually didn't survive intact. The lesson is clear. Power imbalances lead to caution, and often to violence. If survival is the ultimate priority, then mercy becomes a dangerous luxury. This perspective explains the eerie silence. Civilizations that survive long enough to become advanced don't broadcast their presence. They camouflage themselves, hiding their signals, staying quiet. Some scientists even warn that our own attempts to send messages into space, like the ones beamed toward distant stars, might be reckless. In dark forest logic, broadcasting is like lighting a bonfire in enemy territory. But here's the twist. We've already made noise. For over a century, Earth has leaked radio waves, television, radar, communication signals that spread through the galaxy at the speed of light. Within a radius of about 100 light years, anyone listening could already know we're here. So, if predators are out there, maybe they're already aware. The question is whether they care. Some argue that advanced civilizations don't need our signals at all. They could detect Earth's atmosphere and notice oxygen, methane, and other signs of life. They might have been watching our planet for millions of years, long before humans even existed. If that's true, our silence or our noise may not matter. We may already be exposed. Still, the theory forces us to think deeply about trust. If we discovered another civilization tomorrow, what would we do? Would we risk making contact, unsure of their intentions? Or would we decide that self-preservation demands silence, maybe even preemptive action? These are not just scientific questions, they're moral ones. Philosophers see in the dark forest a reflection of human nature itself. It's a metaphor for the way fear shapes behavior, the way mistrust creates walls between societies, nations, and even individuals. Just as civilizations might hide among the stars, people often hide their true selves here on Earth, afraid of judgment or betrayal. Silence feels safe, but it also isolates. And yet, silence is not the only path. If every species hides forever, the universe remains a graveyard of missed opportunities. The only way knowledge, culture, or wisdom spreads is through connection. Without risk, there's no growth. Without trust, there's no community. Maybe, just maybe, the first civilization to break the silence could start something greater than survival, a dialogue that reshapes existence itself. There's a hopeful perspective here. Perhaps not every traveler in the dark forest is a hunter. Some might be dreamers, willing to risk exposure for the chance at contact. Maybe the universe is waiting for that one voice bold enough to speak and another willing to listen. If so, then the silence isn't just fear, it's potential energy waiting to break. The dark forest warns us, but it also challenges us. It asks, are we content to live quietly, safe, but alone? Or do we dare to reach out, even knowing the dangers? In a way, this question applies not just to the stars, but to our lives. Do we hide in fear of others, or do we open ourselves to connection, risking hurt, but also gaining meaning? Maybe the truth is that survival and connection will always be in tension. Maybe the future belongs to those who learn to balance caution with courage. Whatever the case, the silence of the universe is not just a mystery to solve. It's a mirror, reflecting back the choices we face as individuals and as a species. So the next time you look at the night sky, remember this. We may not be alone, but we may be surrounded by civilizations as fearful as we are, and in that fear lies both the danger of endless silence and the possibility of one day breaking it. Now I'd love to hear what you think. Should humanity keep sending signals, or should we stay silent? Share your opinion in the comments, whether you like this video or not. If you found this intriguing, give it a like to help others discover it. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next big question. Your curiosity is what keeps this channel alive.